Welcome to the Parlay Studios. I'm your girl, Sarah Stead, and I'm with my guys, Justin Pooney and Jelani Goodread. We're here to talk about the NFL, of course, and it's the talk of the town. It's the news of the nation. It's the tea in the kettle. The Minnesota Vikings are 8-1 after beating the Buffalo Bills, and it was one of the greatest games apparently this season. I want to know if you guys felt like that it was accurate.
No,
Absolutely,
sure.
we talked about it on the podcast. Like, it's like,
sure.
I felt like the guys at Buffalo Wild Wings controlling the game. We're just hitting the wrong buttons. Fumbles on the goal line. Last second field goals. Kirk Cousins falling on his ass after taking the snap. Justin Jefferson making the catch of the century.
Bills fumbling on the goal line.
Yeah, Josh Allen missed call with the Gabe Davis catch, right?
That was a big one. They missed that,
the Josh Allen throwing interception.
Patrick
It had everything.
Yeah.
It was snowing, right?
It was.
Just had everything you could want in a football game. It was just amazing.
The game of the year for
let's
sure.
talk about the Justin Jefferson catch. It's one of the greatest of all time, apparently. Was it the greatest of all time for you guys specifically? What made it so great?
I still say Odell.
You think Odell?
I mean, the three fingers. He was getting the pass interference beforehand, so he got tugged. He was off balance, full extension.
Yeah.
Falling down.
He had the drapes all over him.
And it was Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys.
Okay,
we won that game, by the way. But I think that was the best
This
game.
is the way I see it, right? I don't think the Odell catch is the greatest of all time. I don't think this catch is the greatest of all time. Because I'm including playoff catches, right? If I'm including playoff catches, man, it's got to be the helmet catch with David.
Yeah, that one.
Or even like the Julio catch in the Super Bowl. Santonio Holmes, right?
That was a big one, yeah.
Like those catches in the Super Bowl, they meant so much more. Like Santonio Holmes with his toes in, catching it, and then he's going down the corner.
I wanted Arizona to
right?
win
I
that.
did too. Even the Larry Fitzgerald catch and run on that Super Bowl as well. Like there's been so many iconic moments in the NFL playoffs. Stephon Diggs, the miracle,
yeah.
Right? Like there's so many amazing moments. But now acrobatics wise and like just sheer athleticism wise, this is up there with the Odell catch as one of the best.
I think it's up there.
I think it's kind of a bit better because he has a guy literally draped on the ball with him and he still has a strength with one hand.
And he came down
with it, right?
And the ball didn't touch the ground.
The ball did not touch the ground or anything like that.
I'm saying, like, seeing this photo just freeze frame like this and his leg is up in the air. Like, his leg is like the same height as his arm.
And the craziest thing is, right, the catch Stephon Diggs made earlier, that would have been the best catch of the season so far.
Diggs had a one-handed.
Diggs and snatched it, right?
But we forgot about that.
Yeah, so when I look at it, like,
poor Stephon.
Poor Stephon Diggs,
guys, remember me, please.
I'll still say Odell, though.
Well, we're going to take a trip back in time together, okay? So hop on the
magic
time machine
and
go back to the 2020 NFL Draft. I want you guys to pick your brains, think about it, mull it over. Which quarterback from that draft would you want? There are tons to pick from. Obviously, we have Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa. I keep messing up his name.
I know.
It was Tuna last week.
I called him Tuna by accident. I apologize, Tua. You're doing amazing. I love you. Okay, guys, who'd you pick?
This is a tough class.
Yeah, right?
This was a really nice class looking back on it.
I think if I were to rank them, how I would want them, I think Joe Burrow.
Like if you're starting a team?
Yeah. If I was to redo it, or even do a redraft, right, of how these guys are going to get selected, I would take Joe Burrow number one once again. I feel like Joe Burrow, he's Joe Cool.
Because he has that it factor.
He's got the it factor, and we've seen him carry a team.
I think Herbert.
But here's the thing Here's the thing with Herbert, though. He's the most talented quarterback out of that group.
I think that's why the talent is there.
We haven't seen Justin Herbert in that setting. Even like last night Sunday Night Football, like he's mistake prone, right?
He is.
And Joe Burrow, I feel like
he didn't have anyone to throw to.
Yeah, that's true, right? I'll be honest with you, Jalen Hurts is making it very.
Might be MVP.
Right. Yeah. I think it's very hard. You can't go wrong with any one of these guys. Like, as much as you want to say about Tua, right?
He's the MVP talk.
Playing MVP. All these guys.
Tua is absolutely doing incredible. Yeah. I feel like, I agree with you. I also saw Joe Burrow that year, and I'm never gonna forget it.
Oh yes.
I tell everyone. But no, yeah. So I think you're right. I think definitely Joe Burrow number one. But are we choosing based on that's the question that I don't get. Are we going back in time?
No, I mean look at it right. Let's look at it right now.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have right now?
Right now, like this season.
Right now, like today.
Okay.
Today.
Right. This very 1 second.
Like this very second.
Like right
this
I mean, it's tough.
You have a gun.
There's
There's a gun to your head. Who are you gonna take? You doing one game.
I feel like Jalen Hurts or
To win
Tua.
one game.
You doing one. You want to. Your team's in the Super Bowl. And you one quarterback to win.
Well,
who is it?
I don't
think
blame that
Tua.
loss on Joe Burrow because he had Jamar Chase down the line. If he had an O-line, they would have won the game.
Uh,
I'd probably say Burrow.
okay.
If I want to win the game because I believe in he has that it factor.
He's got
right?
yeah.
He's clutch.
He can make all the
He's gonna
throws,
be
and he
clutch.
also has that it factor.
And despite the fact that he's had poor O-lines, he still delivers.
Mhm.
But if you're asking me, down the line, who do I want? I still want Herbert though. Like if you're asking me right now for a game,
Yeah.
fine, Burrow. But if I'm talking about a decade, I just believe in Herbert's talent. I think Herbert's talent it clears all these three guys.
I'm gonna go. This might shock you, but I'm gonna go. Of course, Burrow number one, but I might go. Jalen Hurts might be my backup there. I'm a believer in Jalen Hurts because of his and intangibles and the way he's
He's
improved.
really good for the locker room,
right?
And he's been improving every single year with the
Exactly. And he's got that dual threat that I don't think it's more so than any other quarterback of that class has. The ability to run the ball and then throw the ball.
Quick love to Tua. I mean,
Of course.
all I wanted him was to have some weapons. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's not good." Blah blah blah. I just want him to have weapons. Now you're seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, this could go down as one of the
Yeah.
best draft classes quarterback-wise
All
we've
time.
seen
Yeah,
of all
no doubt,
time,
no
right?
doubt.
You have four guys that are bona fide starters,
Yeah.
MVP level
They
quarterbacks.
might all make the playoffs this
Yeah.
year. We'll see what the Bengals or
That's
the
so
Chargers
crazy.
say.
Imagine like you played in college against these people and
Yeah,
you're
Tua
all
and
headed.
Burrow had
yeah.
a crazy
Tua
battle.
and
you know?
Jalen Hurts were teammates.
Yeah,
Right?
Alabama boys.
So today is Monday. That means Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this game, guys.
Two teams I hate, but
Well, if you listen to me and Jelani betting wise, then
That's
you
right,
should
on the
know
parlay.
that the Eagles are going to cover the spread.
they are.
The Eagles are the
yeah,
best team in football.
Yeah, it's a 10.5 spread. It's pretty big. But yeah, I think the Eagles they are flat out the better team, and the Commanders are a team you cannot trust. All right, I know Taylor Heineke, when he's under center for the Commanders, they do play better than when they had Wentz. That is
Wentz?
true. But yeah, Wentz. But I just think that tonight the Eagles have too much firepower, even if they don't run the ball that well, because the Commanders did actually shut them down in terms of running game. They had the lowest numbers on the ground this year against the Commanders. But I just think overall the Eagles too much talent on the outside with Smith, with
On the
Brown,
outside, on the defensive
with-
side too.
and the defensive side. Like they have arguably the best defense in football. So Eagles.
Mismatch.
Well, that's all for today. Okay, actually, before we go, I really love asking you guys what your super specific
Okay.
score is for this
Oh,
game.
it's not score?
Always
Like
score.
predictions.
Like our
Super
score- our
specific
score-
score prediction.
Sarah's super specific
Sarah's
score.
super specific score
Oh,
prediction
tongue
for
twister.
Monday Night Football.
Um,
Give me one. We never go back and
I
check,
think-
so
I
we should probably
think
do that tomorrow.
we will,
Or-
yeah.
31-17 Eagles tonight.
Ooh, that's
I'm
a
gonna
big
go
one.
27-12.
Ooh, also big gap.
Yeah, but it's just because we saw them play each other before, and they were up 24-0 on
Yeah.
these guys. It ended 24-8.
Okay, all right.
They have.
I should
they
write
own
this
them right
down
now.
like on this paper right here
should.
and put it in my
We'll
pocket.
mentally remember it.
31-17. Yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll talk more NFL coming up this week.